Hey, what's going on, y'all? Tania B here. So I wanted to make this video, just really about, have you ever stayed with someone who've cheated on you? Because, I have. And that was always one of my deal breakers that I always had within myself. I had a few deal breakers, but that was one particular. I was like, heck no. And I know, even though I was jealous and crazy and insecure and all that stuff, but she was never really my thing. And so I've always had that as my deal breaker. That absolutely not. If I found out my boo was cheating on me, like, I definitely am going to be leaving them, okay? Like, straight up. And so, but it happened to me. It happened to me. And the thing is, I stayed multiple times when they have cheated on me. And so the crazy thing is that for a long time in the relationship, you know, almost every day I would have a dream that they were, sleeping around, messing with another person. And I would wake up and like I would just be upset and I would like question them, just being all crazy and just wild with it, right? And of course, they denied it and they would just call me like, man, Tania, you're just crazy. Like, oh my gosh, like you tripping. You're so insecure. You are just blah, 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 right? And so I already believe some of it anyway, but then hearing it from the person who I was in relationship with, I was believing them as well. Like I allowed what they said overrun my intuition, what it was saying. And so fast forward fast forward through all of my suspicion, and of course, even though I don't condone like going through people's phones and emails or DMs and stuff like that, because you're probably going to find something. If you don't, they probably deleted it. But yeah, so just going through, like my ex's was my girlfriend at the time, but going through like her phone, her text messages, or going through her DMs, and seeing that they were exchanging, people, she was exchanging, flirtatious messages and stuff like that. Sometimes I will confront, and then sometimes I just like keep it quiet, because then I didn't want them to really lock their phone, because they never lock their phone. So I was just like, well, if I say something again, they probably gonna lock it this time, so let me just shut up. As tough as it was, because good God Almighty, my temper can go from 0 to 100 quick, like super quick. That's why I probably got into a lot of like arguments and physical altercations with my boos, because I could not control my temper for shit. Couldn't control it. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, speaking about domestic violence from the perspective of the actual abuser, because I had to do some serious inner work for real, to get myself to where I'm at today, where it comes to controlling my emotions. So anyway, I would have those dreams that they was cheating, blah blah blah. And before I go to the years later part, they actually admitted to me. So it was during like, I would say, the break time when we will break up, right? And then it would never be for no longer than a week that we would probably break up. Normally maybe like a day to 3 days or whatever. But then they would come back and then they would tell me that they had like slept with someone. I'm just like, how in the hell did you just like, here I am on my end because we broke up. I'm over here crying and all distraught and all in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even thinking about another person. All I'm thinking about, how can I manipulate my way to get back into the relationship, which I did. Y'all gotta watch out for people who would just sweet talk you. If you need to get out of the relationship, just let it go as hard as it can be. Like I told my ex, that was one of the greatest gifts that she could ever have gave me, was leaving me, because I was way too weak-minded to actually walk away from the relationship, because I was so I believe I was really infatuated with the relationship, and I really just wanted it to work, because I truly believed in all my heart and all my soul and through every cell of my being that they were the one for me, that we was going to get married, and that it was going to be hard at first, and then eventually we will work through all of the the drama, and then we will live happily ever after. Like, I just stuck to it, and that's what I believed, okay? And that's what I'll always tell them. And anyway, so I would always be like distraught when they come and tell me that they had slept with someone. I'm like, well, damn, like, where are you even meeting these people? You know, like, you probably already had to have some type of relationship with them for you to just go out and just start fucking somebody like that quick, you know? But I still stayed. I still stayed no matter how much it had hurt me. Because why? Honestly, because I felt like I deserved it. I felt like they wouldn't have stepped out of the relationship regardless if we was quote unquote broken up. I really never thought that we was broken up anyway. That's probably what somebody crazy like myself would say. But it's all good. I'm just thinking out loud. But I really felt like I deserved to be cheated on. I felt like because I was acting in, like destructive ways, because I was, very insecure, because I was, very needy at times, because I was, maybe controlling, possessive, and, all these different characteristics that were very unloving to myself and very unloving and unkind to my partner, that I felt like, well, of course they would cheat on me. Of course they would. So you deserve it, Tania. And so that's what I was playing inside of my mind, that just made me stay anyway, even though we probably should have had stopped the relationship. But I honestly feel that it needed to happen so that we both could learn the lessons that needed to be learned, because I am pretty sure they may never, deal with someone at my stature of like how destructive my behavior was. And I know now for myself, I cannot allow myself to get to that point, or even allow someone to even treat me in certain ways again, because everyone who we get into relationships with, they are a mirror of ourselves. Like, she was simply just showing me things that I needed to heal inside, and vice versa. I was showing her things that she needed to heal inside as well, and that we was both each other's healing partners. And that, hell, I mean, for real, y'all, we on Earth. Earth is a school. It's a place where we are here to feel pain. Like, pain is inevitable, but suffering is not. But I allow myself to suffer a ton, okay? A ton in that relationship. It was excruciating, but I do not regret, not one bit. I'm not going to talk about all the other stuff, and I'm not putting no blame or anything like that on that person. I will never, badmouth them, talk shit about them or anything like that. Like, I still love them with everything in my being for the things that I have learned and for what we had shared. I will never take that back, no matter how painful that shit was, because that stuff was painful for real. But like I said, okay, now I'm going back. So now fast forward after all the dreams, and even though they was denying outside of them confessing during the breakup times, but I was still thinking even when we were together, they were still messing around. So it happened maybe like 2 years maybe, after they told me, because we would talk off and on, very rarely about the relationships and things that we have learned and stuff like that, and finally forgave one another and forgave ourselves for what had occurred in the relationships. And they had finally admitted to me, even though before they still kept denying that they were not cheating on me, but then they finally admitted that they were cheating on me throughout the relationship, and that I wasn't crazy. And that I wasn't crazy when it came to my intuition telling me what was going on, but I consistently ignored what my heart was telling me, because at times it was really challenging and really difficult to tell the difference between if it was my heart talking or if it was my mind. But one thing that I'm learning, and I have learned, is that the heart the heart speaks very gentle. The heart speaks in whispers. But the mind, the mind can be very loud sometimes, okay? Like, and the voice of the mind can really overpower the voice of the heart. And that's why it's so important to have that inner connection with yourself and take time out to meditate, take time out to pray, and to really get to truly know yourself, to know thyself, so that you can know the difference between if it's your heart speaking or if it's your mind. And I thank her for telling me the truth, because it just proved to me that I need to listen to my intuition, and that my intuition was there to help me the whole entire time. I didn't get upset. I wasn't mad or anything like that. I was grateful, more than less. I was grateful for her to tell me that, you know. But that's just a small snippet of the stuff that was going on in that relationship, and the turmoil and the trials that I have experienced in my relationships. You know, y'all definitely can catch the book coming out soon, that we'll be speaking all about it. But I definitely wanted to make this video, and I love you. Keep loving yourself, y'all.